Hi everybody.
Hello there.
I'm Jerry.
And I'm Linda.
We're the Newcomers. Today we're up at beautiful Sumter Landing as the sun rises behind the camera there. And we're not here for just any old thing. We're here for a dragon boat ride.
And it's not going to be a ride for you, Jerry. You're going to be working.
Be paddling that old dragon boat. We're with a fantastic team called the Leatherneck Warriors. We're going to meet some of the people on the team, and then we're going to hit the water.
It's going to be exciting, and I cannot wait to see you work hard.
Yeah, she won't go. She's afraid. There's alligators out there.
There's alligators in there.
Have you ever heard of a dragon boater getting killed by an alligator?
There could be a first time.
All right, let's meet the team. And here's one of the members of that dragon boat team.
Hello, Shannon Montgomery here from Atlanta, Georgia.
And you are a Leatherneck Warrior?
Yes, I am. I've only been here since July.
Okay.
So I'm pretty brand new to the team, but it's a fun team.
Well, tell us about the team. How do you compete?
We do compete. My first race was just this last weekend, but the camaraderie with this team is fantastic. It's kind of like going to camp. You know, when you went to camp when you were young and everybody gets out, it's just fun. We're outside at the lake, picnic tables. It's just a good time. It's a real good time. Fun time on the lake.
Well, you're what, 5'3" and just a tiny old thing, and you can paddle that boat?
I sure try. I don't know if I can, but I definitely try. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of water to pull.
Do you find it a good social activity?
It's a good social activity. It's great exercise. I mean, I had no idea that I would come down here and find dragon boat and or love it as much as I do. So I really like it. It's fun.
Well, that's outstanding. And I'm going to get to ride with you today.
I know, I'm excited. Get to shovel some water with us. It'll be fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yes.
How long are we going to do this?
We are usually out on the water for about an hour.
Okay. But a lot of time will be like this, right?
No.
Not a lot of time, no.
Do you have a name of a chiropractor?
An orthopedic
An
surgeon.
orthopedic surgeon.
I'm just teasing. Actually, hopefully, I think we're only going to get to stay for 30 minutes. But
Okay.
yeah.
If you get tired when you're out there, that's a really good question. If you get tired and want to stop paddling, you pull out at any time that you need to. But what you do is you put your paddle like this.
Oh, that's a big signal. Hey, look at the wuss.
Everybody has to start somewhere. We don't want anybody to get hurt, okay?
All right.
But I think you've got the basics.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm just going to remember to twist, try to keep the arms straight,
Right.
and don't paddle farther than this, or the guy behind me will be.
Get
They'll be
yourself
taking
punching
a
me.
bath. Well,
Okay.
they'll be taking a bath.
All right.
Does that sound good?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, good job.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
This is Don. Don, I hear you're the brains behind the Leatherneck Warriors.
That is absolutely wrong, Jerry. I've been known to have an analytic brain, but I am in no way the brains behind this great operation.
Well, do you know how many members make up the team?
So I think we're up to about 60 members on the team now, but always looking for more.
Who can join this team?
So anyone that lives in the villages is eligible to join the Leatherneck Warriors.
Okay.
So it started out as obviously a Marine Corps unit, being Leatherneck Warriors, and it has expanded. We have representation from all the services now, and even a couple of civilian types like me who were DOD employees for life, but as civilians.
Wonderful. Now, you practice here on beautiful Lake Sumter.
Yes.
Is this similar toward the kind of lake you'd be competing on?
It could be. It could be. I mean, today is a perfect day. It's no wind, very calm. But we've also been in some places where one of the races we had about a 19-mile gust of winds, which can benefit you or could hurt you, depending. But very similar to the type of setup we've been in races.
I've heard that there's a new lake being built down south. In fact, it may already be finished. That will be for dragon boating.
Yes, yes, down in Eastport. They've actually built a lake that's going to be a mile long, I believe, and it's going to cater to not just the Leatherneck Warriors, but all of the dragon boat teams here in the villages. And they will start hosting competitions down there when all is said and done.
So if somebody wants to join the team or wants more information, what should they do?
Well, I would say go out and find the either the Grandmaster Dragon Boat website or the Leatherneck Warriors website, or you can call the Daily Sun and ask them for the connection for Lee or Tommy or any of the folks to connect with them.
Okay. I was looking at these really awesome boats here, the ones beside you. 42 feet long?
42 feet long. I believe sitting empty, they weigh about 1,400 pounds.
Holy cow. And how many people generally row one of these boats?
So a full boat would be a steer, a drummer, and 20 paddlers.
Okay.
So it would get us close to 4,000 pounds, or over 2 tons. Actually, yeah, well over 2 tons.
Well, I was looking at those seats, and I've seen pictures. They sit 2 abreast on some of the boats.
Yes, you're sitting side by side in the boat, which makes it extremely important to stay in sync, so you're not banging elbows with your neighbor next door or clacking paddles with the person in front of you or behind you.
Well, I mean, I looked at those little seats and I'm thinking somebody with my physique is going to have a little teeny person sitting next to them.
No, not at all. We would just make sure that you were sitting somewhere between row 6 and row 8.
Okay.
Don, have you ever turned them over?
No, we have not, thankfully. Now, you will notice today, if you watch our practice, the first thing we do is a safety drill. And we go over what happens if the boat tips, and how you can protect yourself when the boat goes over. If you come up and you find out you're underneath the boat, which is perfectly safe because there's a huge air pocket, how to get out and how to look for your partner. And we do a count, so we know how many bodies we need to have once the boat comes back and everybody's back up or whatever.
Now this question is for Linda, but I know you get new members on the team all the time. How many have you had to replace due to alligators pulling people off the boat?
Oh, that happens all the time, Jerry. There's always alligators out there just taking us out of the boat. You put your hand. No, absolutely none. We've lost none to alligators.
Well, thank you, Don. I'm really looking forward to the ride today.
All right, great. Looking forward to take you guys along.
This is another Don. It seems like the chances of being on this team are better if your name is Don. But Don's been paddling a long time, haven't you?
5 years.
And do you have a certain role on the team?
Yeah, you generally on the team you'll be port, which would be left side, or starboard right side. You'll have one side that's dominant over the other.
Okay.
And then the boat is broken into really 3 parts. The front, which set the pace, the engine room, which is the middle, that's often where the strong guys are, and then the last 3 rows are called the afterburners. And those are the ones that have to move very fast, very strong, often smaller men or women, but the water is coming so fast by then on the side of the boat, you have to really be able to stay in sync. So I will often be an afterburner. I've now started to move up into the middle of the boat, which is the power area, but my specialty is the back of the boat.
Sounds like a lot of pressure when you're the afterburner.
It is, because you can either be there as dead weight. In other words, you take your own weight, so you weigh 165 pounds, and that's carrying your own weight, but then you take your 20% of the boat or 10% of the boat, whatever it is, you add that weight to yours. So you say, well, there's 20 people in the boat, we divide it by 20. So now I've got to carry my weight plus the boat's weight before I'm a plus, meaning that I'm moving more water than I'm costing. So the people in the back have got to be able to move that water, otherwise they're just dead weight.
Well, it's a beautiful boat. They look brand new.
Yeah. Interesting boats because there's really no keel on the bottom. They're very slippery and they slide sideways. So when you get the motion going, they glide, unbelievable feeling going forward. But if you don't have the thing going the right way, they're difficult to steer.
Now I noticed there's a chair on the boat. That's the job I would like. Is that the coxswain?
Actually, the coxswain would be in the back, which would be, or the steer person. That's the tough job, because they're got to be very strong and you got to keep the boat straight. The chair up front is for the drummer, and the drummer is the person that would keep the pace, and also because they can look back, they can look backwards. They can see what you're doing in the race and if you're ahead or behind some other boats.
Nice. All right, well, we're looking forward to getting out on the water, and thank you for sharing with us. We really do appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
And here we have two folks wearing different colored shirts. What's that all about?
Well,
The Spartas.
Sparta 70. The Sparta 70 is a team in the villages that is, everyone is over 70 years old on the team. A quick explanation of the classifications in dragon boating. Division A is anyone over 40. Classification B is anybody over 50. Classification C is everybody over 60. Classification D has not been recognized by the National Federation of Dragon Boating in the U.S. yet. It's been recognized in several countries throughout the world and in Canada. And we're trying to push them to continue so we can continue our sport for as long as we want to do it.
Wonderful. Now, do you mind introducing yourselves and where you're from? Our viewers love to hear that.
Okay, I'm Tom Upton, and I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York, and you can tell that by my accent. And worked, and most of my living life was in New Jersey.
And I'm Jan Mitchell, and I'm originally from West Virginia, and you probably can't tell that by my accent. I've lived here in Florida for 30 years. I've been dragon boating for 6 years.
Jan, I thought they said you have to be 70 to be on the Sparta.
That's for sure. I'm well there.
Is this great exercise?
Oh,
It's great. It's great.
it's the best. I mean, because you work your core, you work your legs, obviously you work your arms because it's a paddling sport. But the team building and just the camaraderie of being on these teams is way up there. It's like really great. And I never did this in high school or early time, so it's really something new for me to actually be on a co-ed team.
And you have fun.
Oh, I have a ball. Wouldn't miss it 3 days a week.
Well, thanks so much for talking with us. I'm looking forward to seeing you out on the water.
Well,
Thank you.
We're going to give a show for you.
Well, here we have a member that I have heard, and please forgive me, that is an absolute beast on the water.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I've heard you are a very good rower. Is that what they call it? Rower or paddler?
Don't, yeah, we can't say row. That's a totally different sport.
Well, that shows you how much I know about this. So you're a great paddler.
Thank you. Go ahead.
How long have you been with the team?
I've been with this team for a little over 2 years. Yeah, they actually I found them through the newspaper, the village's newspaper. There's a guy named Bob who pretty much has started dragon boating in all of the villages. So this was the founding team that started in the villages, and I used to do crew, which is rowing, and so they don't have that here in the villages. So when I saw the ad in the paper, I was like, okay, we'll give it a shot. So I got in the boat and I fell in love with it right away. You have to be a little bit crazy to do it, but it's fun.
Yeah, you guys get here before the sun comes up. I don't know what's up with that, but is there any other activities in the villages that you do, or is this it?
No, I do others. I run, I cycle, and also obviously go to the gym. So, but I'm also a working person, so I'm here taking care of my mom, so I don't get the opportunity to be out there golfing every day. Not yet.
You work, you take care of your mom, you run, you cycle. You're a very active lady.
Got a lot of energy.
So you're fit. Is the Villages good for someone that's looking to find a place that would be a place that would be easy to stay fit?
Oh yes, definitely. And we're getting more and more younger people and people in my age group that are moving down here, just knowing that they're going to settle sooner, and or they're in the same situation I'm in, where they've taken care of a parent, and it's nice just because at least with this team in particular, they're just like a family. Everybody, they help me, they look out after my mom when she comes to some of the events. So I mean, it's just a really good sport. And as far as being in the Villages goes, there's gonna find something. There's something for everybody.
So do you ever get mad at people on the boat when you think they're not paddling hard enough?
And this team, no. This team is actually, we take everybody. I shouldn't say take everybody. Anybody who wants to try, we welcome them. So we've got people like me who are probably a little bit more competitive, and we'll stay on one side of, we'll stay in one boat. Then they've got others that want to stay fit, and they just want to, they maybe not be as competitive. And then we've got some folks that are deaf. So we take everybody. There's a spot for everybody on this team. Okay,
because I want to be a person that looks like he's participating but is really taking it easy out there, just enjoying the water.
We might push you, but
we'll
welcome you, but we might push you.
Thank you for talking to us today. We really do appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you.
We've talked with 3 or 4 people already, but this is the coach of the team. Could you introduce yourself and tell us where you're from?
Sure. My name's Lee Saravak. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio originally, and flew jets in the Marines, 20 years, retired, and I thought I was coming here to relax, but not so fast. You get involved in something like dragon boating, and it's 5 days a week, and it's we're going to try for the Worlds next year. So.
Wonderful. Now, you mentioned that you flew jets. I heard you flew the F-4 Phantom. Is that true?
That's correct. Yeah.
In Vietnam.
Yes.
So you are what we call an American hero.
No.
But thank you so much for your service. We appreciate all these people's service here. That boat's going to be full of heroes, and I'm proud to be here with you today. How many people on your team?
We think 65 right now is the last number. Yeah.
And what are the age range?
Oh boy, that's a good question. Probably about, I think the youngest is 52 and the oldest is 85.
Wow, 85. Well, does that person participate very much, the older fella?
It's 2 women and 1 man, yeah. And they're on the team, they're powerful. Yeah.
Wow. Well, it looks like a first-class operation. I love these boats. What does one of those cost, do you know?
Yeah, about 15,000 brand new a piece. And,
wow.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what a coach does?
Sure, yeah. Well, what we try to do is we try to teach them the stroke first before they go out, kind of put them on a table and so they can hang their leg over like they were in the boat and practice the stroke so they know what we're doing. And then just try to get them more in the idea of dragon boating because right now we're getting very fast because we're getting ready for this, a race coming up that's probably about 80 teams in it. So it's going to be very, very exciting. And it's the last race of the year, and then we're going to do a 7.2 mile race here in 16th of December.
Does it cost anything to be on the team?
$20 a month, and you go out, like I say, 3 times a week, every week. And then we have weightlifting 2 days a week.
Wow. Now, I didn't even know this boat ramp was over here. It's kind of snuggled in between this neighborhood and the hotel.
It is.
It's beautiful. It's really nice.
Yeah.
And of course, the lake is awesome. Do you get good support from the Villages?
We do, yes. In fact, they authorized us to use this lake. Hardly anybody is allowed to use this lake. So just their boats and then us. And so we're very fortunate. And as you probably know, they're building a brand new lake for us down south too. So.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to go out with you for just a little bit today.
Good.
And I brought a fishing pole. Will that be all right?
I don't think you'll need the fishing pole out there. You won't. You'll be moving way too fast for a fishing pole.
All right. Well, listen, thank you for welcoming us here today. We really do appreciate it.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having us. Appreciate it. Nice to meet you.
There are 5 new people on the boat with Jerry. He's already apologized to the guy behind him. Sit still. Sit still, Jerry.
Jerry.
Lift to the gunnel.
And there he goes. I'm very impressed right now. Look at the beauty of that. Stroking. Beautiful. Look how they stopped it. Paddles down and they stop. Jerry's team is still in the lead. I'm so impressed with my hubby.
All right, thanks. Take care. We did see you when we got here.
I'm so impressed you're still alive, Jerry. I'm so happy. Well, that's going to do it for our video today. I guess I better go find Jerry. Hope he's still alive. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Jerry, you okay? You right?
That was fun.
Really fun?
It was fun.
Well,
I'm so amazed at those guys. They are true athletes. Leatherneck Warriors are really warriors. That is hard.
it was fun.
The timing.
Yeah.
And the poor people sitting in front of me and behind me, I'm sure I got them all wet. I clacked paddles with them I don't know how many times.
They were glad to get you out of the boat?
Yeah. But it was fun, and they will take new members if you're interested. That's going to do it for today's episode. That was so much fun in a grueling, painful kind of way.
I got catch your breath down now, Jerry.
They are something else. Ages 52 up to 85, that's a lot of work. And at the end, we did a 6-minute straight run. Lord have mercy.
As long as 6 minutes of your life, huh?
Well, I mean, it's great for you. It's super exercise. You will never find a nicer group of people. And I'm so thankful that they let me come out with them.
If you liked our video today, please press that like and subscribe button and share it with all your friends. Until next time.
See you when you get here.